Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Real Talks. It's always a joy to see you joining us for another episode. I'm the professor.
And I'm Jessica. We're really happy to spend time with you today. Truly, it means so much that you are here learning with us.
Today, we're talking about a topic that everyone can relate to, jobs, how to talk about what you do, how to describe your work, and even how to share your future hopes. Whether you are a student, a worker, or someone searching for a new direction, this episode will help you speak with confidence.
Yes, exactly. Talking about your job is one of the most common small talk topics in English. People ask about it all the time, in interviews, parties, airports, classrooms, everywhere.
Before we start, if you find these episodes helpful, please subscribe to English Real Talks, give this video a like, and share it with friends who are also learning English. Your support helps this channel grow and reach more learners around the world.
Absolutely. Thank you for being part of this community. So, Professor, should we jump right into the world of jobs?
Let's get started. Jessica, imagine someone asks you a simple question. What do you do? How would you answer?
That's a classic question. The easiest way is to say your job title. For example, I'm a photographer or I'm a nurse. It's short and clear.
Exactly. And you can also say, I work as a, followed by your job. For example, I work as a software developer.
Right. Professor, what is your job title?
I'm an English teacher and language coach. I love teaching and helping people grow.
And I'm a presenter here at English Real Talks, and I also work as a content creator. I enjoy making lessons that help learners feel confident.
Wonderful. Now, sometimes people want to know who you work for. You can say, I work for a tech company, or I work for a small bakery. If you work independently, you can say, I'm self-employed.
Yes, I'm partly self-employed too. That means I manage my own projects and my own schedule. It's exciting and sometimes challenging.
Good point. Now let's talk about responsibilities. When someone asks, what do you do every day? How can we answer?
You can describe your daily tasks. For example, I design graphics, or I help customers with their orders. This helps people understand what your job involves.
Yes, if someone asks me, I can say I prepare lessons, teach students, and help them improve their speaking skills.
A useful phrase is, I'm responsible for. For example, I'm responsible for managing social media, or I'm responsible for training new employees.
Another good phrase is, my main task is to, for example, my main task is to support learners with simple, clear English.
And one of my favorites, a typical day at work looks like. This helps you describe your daily schedule in one smooth sentence.
Exactly. For example, a typical day at work looks like answering emails, editing videos, and discussing ideas with my team.
Perfect. So remember, your job title, your company, and your responsibilities, these three things help you describe your work clearly.
Now let's move on to something people love to hear, your daily routine at work.
Yes, your routine tells the story of your workday. First, you can talk about what time you start and finish. For example, I start work at 8 a.m. and finish at 4 p.m.
Good. Then you can include tasks during the day. Many jobs include meetings, emails, planning, or teamwork.
A simple way to describe your day is, every morning, I check my emails and review my tasks. Many people do this.
Yes, that's a classic start. Then you can say what happens next. For example, then I work on my main projects until lunchtime.
And don't forget breaks and interactions. For example, I have lunch with my coworkers, or I take a short break in the afternoon for coffee.
These details help paint a picture. Jessica, can you share a full example?
Sure. Every morning, I review my schedule and check messages. Then I edit videos and create scripts until lunch. In the afternoon, I meet with the team and continue editing. I usually finish around 5 p.m.
That's excellent. My routine is different. Every morning, I prepare lesson materials, then teach classes. After lunch, I continue teaching or meet with students. I usually end my day around 3 p.m.
That sounds productive. So remember, starting time, main tasks, breaks, and finishing time, these help you describe your routine.
Let's move to our next section, work environment. This is where you work.
Yes, you can say, I work in an office, I work from home, or I have a hybrid schedule. Hybrid means some days at home, some days at the office.
And some people work outdoors, like gardeners, tour guides, or farmers.
Another thing to describe is the atmosphere. Is your workplace formal or informal? A formal workplace means suits, rules, and meetings. An informal workplace is relaxed, maybe jeans, open conversations, and flexible rules.
My workplace is usually informal. Comfortable clothes help me focus on teaching.
Same here. Now, let's talk about coworkers. Are they friendly, supportive, easy to work with?
You can say, my coworkers are very kind, or we work closely as a team.
And here are some useful vocabulary words. Open space, a large room with many desks. Deadline, a time limit to finish something. Boss, the person who manages you. Coworker, someone you work with. Client, the customer or company you serve. Team, a group working together. Flexible hours, you can choose when to start or finish.
Very good. Now let's move to something personal. Job satisfaction. Do you like your job?
I love my job. I enjoy connecting with learners and creating content that helps them grow. So I can say, I love my job because it's creative and meaningful.
Beautiful. You can also say, I like my job because it's challenging. Or, I like my job because my colleagues are wonderful.
Sometimes there are things we enjoy most and least.
For example, I enjoy teaching the most because it's rewarding. But I enjoy grading papers the least because it takes a long time.
I understand. For me, I enjoy talking to our audience the most. What I enjoy least is troubleshooting technical problems. Editing audio issues is not my favorite part.
That's normal. Every job has good and bad parts. Sometimes people don't like their job at all and want to change.
Yes, and you can say, I'm looking for a new opportunity, or I want a job closer to my home, or I want better pay.
You can also express balance by saying, my job can be stressful sometimes, but the team is great.
Perfect. Now let's talk about past experience. Professor, where did you work before?
I used to work in a small tutoring center, but now I'm part of an international education team. It shows my career growth.
Great. I used to work part-time in a bakery when I was a student. I learned a lot about customer service.
You can say, in my last job, I learned how to manage a team, or I learned how to solve problems quickly.
These details help show your skills and your career path.
Now let's look to the future. Jessica, what are your future career goals?
One of my goals is to run my own creative studio someday. I want to produce educational content for people around the world.
That's amazing. You can also say, I want to become an expert in my field, or I want to improve my leadership skills.
Another thing is learning new skills. You can say, I want to learn more about digital storytelling, or I want to improve my communication.
And the dream job, the ultimate goal. Jessica, what's your dream job?
My dream job is to create content that inspires millions of learners. I want to help people feel confident using English everywhere they go.
Beautiful. My dream job is to travel and teach English in different cultures around the world.
That would be wonderful. So when you talk about your future, think about where you want to be, what skills you want to learn, and your dream job.
Now let's talk about how to ask someone about their job. Very useful in real conversations.
The most common question is, what do you do?
Yes, and then, do you like your job?
A great follow-up is, how long have you worked there? The person might say, I've worked there for 2 years.
Another strong question is, what's the most interesting part of your job?
Or, what is a typical day like for you? These questions keep the conversation natural and friendly.
Exactly. These questions help you understand a person better and build a smooth conversation.
Professor, we covered so much today. Job titles, responsibilities, routines, environment, satisfaction, past jobs, future goals, and conversation tips.
Yes, this episode is full of useful phrases for anyone learning how to talk about their job.
Listeners, try to describe your own job using these ideas. Practice makes you confident.
And before we go, please subscribe to English Real Talks, share this episode, and leave a comment below.
Tell us 5 example sentences using today's lesson. We read every comment.
And after this, watch our next episode on how to talk about your daily routine.
Thank you so much for joining us.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.